I'm just gonna start this off by saying that I still have a lot of work I have to do. But in the meantime, here's my creative creation process. Yeah. So I first want to start off with a little bit of insight into what I had planned before I went into the process of making When It Rains. So here's the deal, I had a lot of story ideas before I ultimately came up with this one. And these ideas went from Egyptian gods, trans boys, ghosts, sheep, and an idea I had of a Fight club. I really meant Fight Club, in case you were wondering. All these ideas went on through my head, and I couldn't think of a great way to make a good plot in a matter of 5 minutes, or even an opening of 2 minutes. First of all, I knew that I wanted to do an animation, I just didn't know how to go about it. And whilst the ideas were all good for a full-length animation, I just didn't have the time or the crew members to help me out with developing these ideas. In the end, it came down to this. I decided to make the animation stupidly simple. 3 frames per second, easy copy and pasting of the images. It all worked out in the end. In a week, I was able to get 2 minutes of audio, which would be the entire opening, and a minute of animation. All of these ideas combined were able to help me focus on this ideal image that I had in mind. And voila! Just like that, it is done! So it took me a lot of scrapped ideas to come up with this, an entire year, and in the end I'm satisfied. I actually have something worth showing! And that was the process in the beginning. Onward! In all seriousness, I want to talk a little bit about the story that I decided. One of the most important elements to me when it comes to making a story is characters. Will viewers like them? Will viewers associate with them? How will the viewers react to these characters? And what is it that the characters will do that will invoke that reaction out of the audience? I am obsessed with character creation, and this was probably the most exciting part of the animation process for me. Coming up with the idea of Teru was pretty easy. I wanted a concept that was easy and simple to draw, and coming up with a Teru Bozu for my main character really did a good job in creating that simple feel. But while having him as a simple design was great and all, I kinda needed some sort of character to interact with him as well. In comes the cat! The cat's design was also fairly simple, nothing but white and black monochromatic colors. But it wasn't the designs that were the most important, it was the interaction between both of these characters that was the main focus of the story. Under what circumstances did they meet? How are they interacting with each other? Why are they interacting with each other in this way? This is how I decided to ultimately have the cat save Teru from his impending doom. This is also how the song came into play later on. With all of these ideas combined, I felt like there was a pretty successful story. Now pose the next challenge! How would I get an audience to actually watch this stuff? The idea of genre also helped me create this idea for the artistic style that I chose for the animation. While I might have mentioned this in my blog post before earlier, I decided to go for a child's book kind of feel. I wish I could speak, I'm sorry. I literally just keep stumbling over my words like I can't speak at all. What is this? The art style focuses on a watercolor background with some kind of crayon drawings, and then the only thing that is in focus is the characters. So the stylistic elements, characters, and story all create that sense of a children's movie with family themed and fantasy themed. With genre out of the way, I was able to focus more on my audience, which would basically be children's and their family. So that's pretty much it, I guess. For the sake of not being repetitive, I'm just gonna say this. In conclusion, Amiga Futera, or in English When It Rains, is an animated Japanese foreign film meant to be geared towards children and their families. Now, is that so hard to say? Yes. So thank you so much for watching this video blog. I hope that my creative process was able to be understood a little bit, despite by all the mishaps that I had during recording. I can't wait to show you the finished product, and I'll see you later. Bye!